I think we're going to need, actually, we're closing in on a wind-up. I'm getting an indication that the folks from Westman Communications are going to need about 10 to 15 minutes to reset for the upcoming mayoral debate. So, unfortunately, and there's been a lot of great questions, we should move to the closing statements. So I think we started with Mr. Fawcett and we ended with Mr. Justman. So I think in the interest of fairness, let's go in reverse order. Mr. Justman.
Yes, thank you. It has been an interesting evening. I would like to continue on from where I was cut off in the 1 minute. There is lots of challenges, and one of the challenges that is facing the city right now is replacing 2 senior administrators. I'm on the personnel committee, and I'm going to be taking an active part, but we have to replace the city treasurer and city manager. And that's going to be very important, making the right decision there, and I look forward to that challenge. I also look forward to serving the citizens of Brandon in general, and Green Acres Ward in particular, for the term 2010 to 2014. Thank you, and God bless.
Jan Chboye.
Hi, I'd love to have the opportunity to represent the Green Acres people. I feel that it is time for change in our ward. I have no problem with the representation that Mr. Justman has given us, but I think that I have fresh eyes and can look at the city issues through a different lens, and I think a lot of the problems are the same that we're dealing with. You know, when you're talking about racism, development, I have a lot of experience in all these issues. I'm interested in quality jobs and community that will stay vibrant and grow, and I think that I'm the right person for the job, and I'm hoping that the citizens of Green Acres will seriously look at me as to being your councillor, and the city of Brandon, that I would represent you well. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Len?
Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you again for the evening. It's a great forum. New to me, sitting at this table, vying for a position that my running mate has held for 12 years, and he relates a lot of information on what City Council has done and what they've done and what they've done. I sit on a couple of national boards, a couple of provincial boards as president and CEO of a couple of groups. I worked hard and long with United Way because I believe there's needs in this community, not just in the Riverview ward. I mean, it's a huge aspect running in the Riverview ward because I've lived there for 23 years. I work in the ward. But Brandon as a whole, we need leadership. And as the old saying goes, if you've always done what you've always, if you always done that, you'll always get what you've always gotten. So it's time for change. I'm hearing that as I'm knocking on doors. And again, I have the experience and the expertise to lead forward, and I just ask for your support and make that change happen. Thank you.
Errol Black.
Thank you. I have a proven record at City Hall. I do all the things a good councillor should do, and I do them well. In contrast to others, I have consistently had a long-term perspective. We're going to be faced with many important challenges. The next term, you've heard them all here tonight. I think we need more openness, transparency at City Hall. We need a change in procedures so we have a more effective way of dealing with community consultation and participation on issues that matter to them. In the ward, we need greater support for the community center, a plan for the East End Water Tower, upgrading of streets south of Victoria Avenue, and action to reduce heavy truck traffic on Victoria Avenue East, issues that I've been fighting for in my tenure on council. Some of them are getting close. The East End bypass next year will be completed.
Thank you, Councillor Black. Stephen Montague.
When Richmond Ward residents head to the polls on October 27th or the advanced polls on October 18th and 20th, I think they can look and be confident in putting a check mark beside my name. I've demonstrated leadership, vision, and getting results for those I've been elected to represent in the past. I bring a strong voice to the table. I bring a view in what Brandon can be in 10 years. I made a choice when I was young to move to this town. That's something many young people aren't doing these days, and that's very unfortunate. We need to keep our young people here in our community to help it grow, but we also need to work with those that got us here to help us keep moving forward. And I thank Councillor Campbell for 21 years on council. That's excellent, and she should be applauded for that. But I think at this time, you can look and say there is a very credible replacement candidate there. It's someone who has clearly demonstrated passion here tonight and on the doorsteps when I meet with people. I care about their concerns. I'm here to work for them and work with them to move Brandon forward. So I ask for their support on October 27th.
Thank you. Councillor Campbell?
I have lived in Brandon since 1972. My 3 children were born and raised here. I love this city. And as your councillor, I appreciate the role that you have given me, and I love doing it. I fight for you every time I go to the council meetings. Our city is growing, and at this time, more than ever, we need experienced, caring councillors. Our city's quality of life, economic development, housing issues, infrastructure issues must all be addressed, but in a fiscally responsible manner. I have proven that my decision-making has always been fiscally responsible. I have proven I have been there for you. I'm not old. I'm not ready to be thrown in the trash heap yet. So I would ask for your vote. I ask for your support on October 27th. Thank you very much.
Back up, my immediate right, Ramona Cooey.
Thank you. I have the required skill, experiences, and proven track record to meet your expectations of our civic leadership team. My vision is clear. I leave you today with these takeaway thoughts. Should I be the successful City Council candidate, I will contribute to a strong leadership team. I will work to provide an effective communication structure for the Linden Lanes residents. I will work to ensure you receive value for your tax dollars. I recognize economic development and recreational infrastructure are crucial to the growth and health of our community. And finally, as a mother with a young family, I believe our community must have opportunities to attract our youth. Brandon is a great place to live, work, and raise a family. I would be honored and humbled to represent our city as City Councillor for Linden Lanes.
Michael Bletherick.
I'm passionate about the city, and I'm passionate about recreation. I've had the opportunity to work with a number of great people with Manitoba Healthy Brandon in Motion, Brandon Regional Health Authority workers, City of Brandon workers, and I'd like to be that person for you to bring your needs to City Council. For me, it's mostly about communication and feeling that I could be that person you feel comfortable with bringing your issues to Council. Hopefully, on October 27th, you'll vote for Michael.
Sean Barry.
I've heard many comments and made a few myself about mayor and council and decisions that were made in past years. I've chosen a path myself to express my feelings and opinions and that of people in the Linden Lanes ward by running for city councillor in the area. The citizens of Linden Lanes and Brandon can make a positive and proactive choice as well, and that's what I'm asking them to do tonight. As citizens of the city, we have the right to comment about the goings-on at City Hall. We also have the right to do something about it. You do that by getting out and voting on October 27th. And for mayor and council, that will represent you for the next 4 years, and I hope the citizens of Linden Lanes will consider me when they're making that choice.
Corey Roberts.
When it came time to decide how I would lead my life in this last couple of years, one of the biggest impacts was the fact that I turned 40 this year and had a second look as to where I was and where I needed to go. I remember back to family gatherings, Thanksgiving that's coming up, and being a kid and hearing my father and uncles debate around the table things that were important to them. I love them dearly, but I didn't see them making the changes that they were talking about. I have the opportunity now to do that, and I think that was an important step in my life to reflect back as to why I wanted to be a counselor. I think first and foremost, you need to make decisions that make sense. I've made a lot of decisions in the past that I wish I could have redone, but I've learned from them, and I'm at a stage in my life where I know that I can be the council that downtown needs.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts. Darlene Paquette.
This is a new experience for me, and I will have a lot to learn. The only promise I can honestly make to you tonight is that I will work tirelessly to bring your concerns to the council table. I will listen to you and keep you informed. I will be a good, strong representative for all Brandonites, and commitment has no address. I will bring fresh new perspectives to the council table, look at lessons learned from the past, examine where we are today, and use forward thinking to lead Brandon into the future. Keep Rosser constituents informed and the citizens of Brandon informed as well. Work to improve Brandon's infrastructure and look at opportunities for Brandon's growth. We live in the best city in Manitoba, and with your support, we will continue to make Brandon vibrant and progressive. Thank you.
Thank you. Keith Edmonds.
My name is Keith Edmonds, and I want to hear the concerns of the residents of Rosser Ward. My contact information can be found at rosserwardbrandon.ca, where I've also posted some of my views and ideas on the issues that we've discussed tonight in greater detail. I have been engaged in Rosser Ward and will continue to be so. I believe in communication and cooperation and accountability. On October 27th, vote Keith Edmonds for Rosser Ward. Thank you.
Mike Volek.
I'm committed to building a strong community, a community that does realize the need to be senior friendly, programs and facilities that provide opportunities in recreation for all ages, provide supports and programs for minority groups, that respect and encouragement becomes more the norm. I do believe in the availability of affordable housing. There are many issues going forward, and people have to realize the decisions that are made over this next 4 years will affect all of you and your future in Brandon and your children. It is important to send someone there with a strong voice, and that will be fair at the council table. On October 27th, I hope to earn your vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Jeff Fawcett.
Thank you. First, I want to thank my wife, who does everything with me and been hanging out with me for 22 years, and my two boys that are supporting me so much. But I also want to make note that I've been active in this community for a long time. Everybody that's sitting up here right now, I've been involved with in different ways. And they come from different walks of life, they're all different ages, they're different political parties. I'll work with all these people. I like to collaborate and listen to everyone. I'm going to use the goodwill that I've built over the 20 years in business and in the community, and I'm going to use it to help build a stronger Brandon. And in the Assiniboine ward, I want you to consider voting Jeff Fawcett. Thank you.
Thank you very much. For the first 2 hours of tonight's program, we gained a tremendous amount of insight into the people who will serve on your next city council, many of them, and the issues that they may face. I would ask everyone here tonight to join with me in thanking these candidates for their time and commitment to our community. We're going to take a brief break. Following that, we'll be back with the mayoral candidates at approximately 8:30. So please join with me in providing an applause for all these people. Thank you.